And the first topic of our discussion is going to be, what types of print marketing do entrepreneurs still need for promotion today? So
That's a good one.
Right. So a very interesting thing happened this past week, last week. I do business cards for each of my businesses. But I watched this webinar last week with Pam Brosman, and it was a Social Buzz Club webinar. And she was talking about how she was about to go to another big event, and that for every event that she goes to, she creates a new business card with new imagery and new special offers. And the reason that she does that is because she thinks that when people walk by her table, if they've met her before and they see her card, they'll be like, oh, I know her, I have that already.
Right.
And they'll just keep walking. And so she does a new card every time, and then people will come by and pick it up, check it out. And she said this time it was just like amazing that the return on investment that she put into it, she's got all these people that want to do joint ventures with her and everything.
Oh.
So I thought that was pretty interesting, and I was wondering.
That's very interesting.
So do you think, I thought that was pretty interesting marketing idea.
Well, it's so interesting because I wouldn't think to do that, because to me, I would think that's not cost effective. But if you're getting a lot of buzz from something, I'm always a fan of buzz. That's what I teach my clients about. So if it's working for you, that's such a great idea. I'm so glad to hear that worked.
Right. I thought that was pretty interesting. Now, another thing that she mentioned, which I also thought was kind of interesting, was that she didn't think your logo should be on your business card, that it should have your photo.
Ooh.
Now,
I'm a fan of both.
Right. So I'm actually going to change the slide now, and I'm going to show, here's a slide with, this is Jacob Koss, and this is his business card. It's the front is his logo design, and the back has his photo. So I thought, there's an example of him using both, and I just redid my cards, and I took her advice. So I changed it and have information on the front with my logo, and I put a small picture of me on the back.
I actually love this example of this card. And specifically what I love about it is how crisp the front is, and it's a creative design card, and so it's creative, but it's crisp. And then on the back, you get such a feeling of who he is.
Right.
And that's the value here. It's one of the things that I talk a lot about when I'm doing branding with people is, words are great, but what's the feeling you want to convey? And both sides of this card, you convey everything you need to.
Right.
I love
so
it.
then we're going to switch, and we're going to go to the next one. Now, I thought this was a really interesting card that I came across.
I love this one.
It had like a little sleeve with die cut, so that just like little messages were revealed.
That is
interesting.
I saw that before, but now I'm looking at it again. I'm like, I really like this.
It's very interesting. It's probably more expensive to produce.
Yes.
But it certainly would stop people and get them talking about it.
Absolutely. I just want to keep looking at it.
Right. And then this next example I found, I also thought was pretty interesting. This was for a financial security firm. And I thought it was pretty interesting that they literally took the design of the card and made it reflective of their industry.
That's very cool. I can't even remember what it was, but I think I was in Paris, and I took a business card from a restaurant, and they had done something, and of course I can't find the card. I wanted to pull it out for tonight. They had done something that was so in alignment with the name of their card, was so capturing the essence, and I can't remember what it was, but this is a perfect example, like the financial security and having the, kind of the graphic of the graph going up. That's so cool.
Right. So now here's another thing on the business card side. So another thing that I've heard recently was when you go to events, you should never just, when you meet people, just push your business card in their face.
I agree with that.
You should just talk to them, have a conversation, and only when someone asks for your business card do you give it to them.
I totally agree with that. I think it's about qualifying people. I actually most of the time say I didn't bring any business cards. And here's why, because I'm at a point in my business where I can't work with everybody I meet, and I like to qualify people. So if somebody is a bullseye, I know they're my ideal client and I really want to work with them, and they ask, I will give them a card. But if they're an ideal client and I really want to work with them and they don't ask, I'm totally okay with just asking for their card.